Yo, what's up, you guys? My name is Blissful1, and welcome back to Reaction Time Installment 54. Moving right along. We're almost done with the week. And I just, again, when I was just going through I was just browsing through YouTube, and this reached out and grabbed my attention because of the thumbnail, so I don't know how good it's going to be. But this is from the epic Nate 315. Skyrim, 5 absolutely hilarious glitches and bugs you may not have seen. Elder Scrolls 5 facts. I figured why not? I was a big Elder Scrolls fan. I still am. I still love playing Skyrim every now and then. But I mod the crap out of it because I can never play Skyrim or Fallout again without mods because they're just too much fun. So I do want to do a Fallout run modded, but there's not as many good mods as there was for Skyrim, but furry mods in general. But if there's any cool ones that do come out, I might actually consider doing that. But this is really interesting, so I figure why the hell not. So without further ado, here we go.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. What's going on, guys? It's Nate here. And Skyrim's not exactly known for its stability. Released in 2011, even by those standards, it was a little rough around the edges, if you will, as the game's engine simply wasn't prepared for a project quite that size. And while some bugs may make us want to pull our hair out, others, if occurring at the right moment, can put quite the smile on our face as we laugh at the sheer absurdity. So today, in honor of that, we're going to be taking a look at 5 hilarious glitches in The Elder Scrolls V. Starting off, chickens are a very interesting creature in Skyrim as is. They're pretty adorable and mostly mind their own business. Found on farms, these animals are fiercely protected by the humans who live alongside them. Simply shouting at one can cause an entire village to take up arms against the Dragonborn. However, thanks to an error in the script that spawns them in, on very rare occasions, the player has the chance to encounter certain chickens that probably don't need humans protecting them. Every time a chicken spawns in, there's a very small chance its scale and size will glitch out, resulting in a giant chicken being born into the game. These beasts aren't particularly different behavior-wise when you compare them to their normal-sized counterparts, as thankfully their stats will not scale with their size. So these gargantuan chickens have the same low health and slow movement as their small counterparts. Regardless, that doesn't make it any less puzzling to encounter one of these in the wilds. I actually have an old Skyrim save on my Xbox 360 of when I first came across one of these. I was both horrified and mildly confused. Lucky for Skyrim's grain supplies, running into one of these things is extremely rare. I've probably only had the pleasure a couple of times over the course of thousands of hours, so don't expect this to happen too often. Likewise, many players have reported encountering a similar glitch, in which the size of normal human NPCs is also either considerably increased or decreased. However, I've yet to come across one of those just yet. Next on our list, weddings are a unique time for the people of Skyrim. Amidst a horrible civil war and potential apocalypse at the hands of dragons, weddings are one of the few times the player, and their new spouse and some guests, can actually celebrate something. As you probably know, when the player has a wedding ceremony, various NPCs will attend based off of the quests you've completed and friends you've made. It's a nice dynamic that makes the ceremony feel that much more immersive. But evidently, some guests won't let the greatest of inconveniences stop them from giving you some support. During the player's wedding, there's a good chance that any follower you previously had who was somehow killed while in your service may have their corpse spawn in the wedding ceremony amongst the rest of the audience. Now, aside from being a little bit creepy, unlike the others on this list, the presence of a body can actually be quite disruptive, as it can cause the marriage quest to fail and really mess up what should have been the happiest day of your life. Or second happiest, if you know how it feels to kill Ulfric. For a third spot, we have a pretty popular bug. Oh yeah, the fucking 4. But no less definitely deserves a spot. I'm of course talking about Skyrim's space program. Should the Dragonborn, or any other creature, be killed by the swing of a giant's club, there's a very strong chance that due to some not-so-proper physics in Skyrim's engine, that poor being will be sent flying to Mars, much to the jealousy of Elon Musk. Now, amusingly, Bethesda had patched this glitch shortly after Skyrim's release. It was fixed and removed from the game. However, much of the community was actually mad at Bethesda and demanded the glitch be brought back. I know, Bethesda just can't win, right? Well, ultimately, the developers decided that they agreed with the community and brought the glitch back into the game, though they did tweak the frequency of which it occurs to happen a little less often.
It happens on me all the fucking time!
Honestly, I think the bug itself and story behind why it's still in the game is pretty hilarious, and appreciate the chance to get such amazing views. At number 4, buying your first home in Skyrim is a nice moment of pride. Property in Tamriel costs a pretty penny, and also requires you to be a Thane of whatever hold you wish to purchase a house in. But once such obstacles are cleared, you're free to settle down. Once a house is purchased, you're also given the opportunity to customize it to a degree, however you please, adding in alchemy stations, bedrooms, pretty much any furniture you can imagine. But if you decided to decorate your home with a mannequin, or mannequins, you may be setting yourself up for a little bit of a surprise. As whenever you enter a home with a mannequin inside of it, you may find what should be these inanimate objects moving around freely on their own intuition. Additionally, whenever you enter your home, they may also be in different locations or positions than they were when you left, which in my opinion is even scarier. This paranormal activity-like nonsense occurs because mannequins are actually just normal Nord NPCs, with a different texture and handful of scripts coded in to dictate their statue-like behavior. But evidently whoever's job it was to code those scripts must not have been feeling it that day at work, and oftentimes they break, causing mannequins to revert to acting like normal human NPCs. But no one else needs to know that. And before we get to our final spot, as an honorable mention, we have another glitch that's pretty well known and got patched only for Bethesda to bring it back after community outcry.
Wait, it works?
That is, should the player place an object over an NPC's head, they'll be oblivious to any mischievous actions that you take around them. This is especially exploitable in shops, where NPCs will remain still enough for you to engage in all sorts of shenanigans. And finally, last on our list, horses have never been known for their tendency to abide by the laws of physics in Skyrim. However, should the player head over to Skyborn Altar in your Morthal, you may notice a dragon resting on a perch that'll shoot into the sky and attack when approached. However, if you sneak up behind this beast on a horse and proceed to jump on top of him, as the dragon begins to fly away, you'll remain on its back for a short period of time, with your trusty steed, before being slingshotted in any given direction. The amount of airtime you have as well as distance you cover will vary quite considerably. And do keep in mind this can lead to some major frame loss, as you'll be going over so much land that the game needs to render in, it'll take up some processing power. Your lovely suspension in the stars will ultimately end up climaxing in one of two ways. Either you humorously crash into a mountain or something, or you never actually touch the ground at all, as the game's physics engine struggles to keep up, and you ultimately just end up being stuck in the sky. This can make for some pretty funny screenshots, but can become an annoyance, as it'll force you to reload a previous game save in order to dismount. This entire process is fairly easy to pull off, and I encourage you to try it out for yourselves. You should be able to get it within your first to third tries at most. But with that, we are going to wrap up. Which of these was your favorite, if you will? And what absurd glitches have you encountered that you'd like to share? Leave a comment down below. Additionally, if you'd like to protect yourself from glitches that aren't quite as amusing, I would highly recommend downloading the unofficial Skyrim patch. It's a mod across all platforms that really accomplishes quite a bit. I'll include a link in the description down below. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, like ratings are, as always, very much appreciated. I hope to catch you all in my next video.
I knew they patched out the bucket thing, but I didn't know they put it back. I never tried it since I heard it got patched. So that's pretty cool. If they put, I mean, I didn't even know they took the damn, why would they want to keep the damn, the giants are the most pain in the ass thing to fight in Skyrim, as you guys have probably seen through my Skyrim playthrough. Is all furry related, so if you guys want to go check that out, feel free to do so. It's really fun. Yeah, modded with skimpy armor and all kinds of cool stuff like that. It's really funny. But I hate that stupid giant glitch. I hate it. Because giants are a pain in the ass. They come, you bump into them, and you literally have got to kill them with a bow or magic or something, because you cannot get close enough to them to melee fight them, because you will get one hit shot. That's just once they hit you, they one shot you, period. You get thrown into space, you get knocked 15 million yards, whatever, you get killed in one hit. Even if you don't get flung, you still get killed in one hit, which is bullshit. I could be like 165 or 100, whatever the damn max cap is, get hit by one giant, get squashed. Anyway, they took it out and then put it back because people liked it. So, I mean, yeah, whatever. I can see that. But it is pretty fun. I do enjoy a good Skyrim fun. Maybe I'll bring it back for another deal one day, maybe without the furry mod. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, if you have any other comments or any other suggestions, put them in the comments. If you guys want to go check this guy out, he'll be in the description. With all being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And peace out.